Hello, fellow Good Omens fans, and welcome to a special edition of News Bites, where today I'm reporting breaking Good Omens news. Yesterday, Monday, September 9th, Deadline reported that production on Season 3 of Good Omens has been paused by Amazon Studios. The Deadline report went on to clarify that there are discussions happening concerning potential production changes. This news comes in the wake of multiple essay allegations against Neil Gaiman that were reported by Tortoise Media this summer. Disney has also recently paused an adaptation of Gaiman's The Graveyard Book, and another Gaiman-associated property, Dead Boy Detectives, has been canceled after just one season, although we don't know if that cancellation had anything to do with the allegations or was the result of low CVEs or complete viewing equivalents. There is less known about why Disney chose to pause production on The Graveyard Book, but insider reports say that the decision was based on multiple factors. Amazon does not report viewership numbers as openly as Netflix does, but since Good Omens was initially renewed in December of 2023, we can presume they were high enough to warrant renewal. The Deadline article is clear that they reached out for further comment or clarification and got nothing so far. There aren't many facts to report yet. It's all very sparse, but there are some interesting nuggets here, and I think we can speculate at least a little based on those. I know this news might feel very concerning to fans right now, but as reported by Good Omens News on Twitter, paused is not canceled. I honestly do feel that if their intention is to cancel it, they would have simply done so, and there are many reasons for us to remain hopeful. If you've seen my video, For the Love of the Fandom, you'll know that I expected that Neil Gaiman might be replaced. So for me, this is likely testing the fan reaction to that potential change. Some portion of our fandom has expressed an unwillingness to watch Season 3 with Gaiman actively still attached to it, while others have expressed concern over the direction the show might take if Gaiman were to be replaced as showrunner. Amazon would likely want to retain as many viewers from both groups as possible. We're a very dedicated fandom. It seems like Amazon has recently discovered our propensity for buying all the merch and rewatching multiple times. Quite a lot of Good Omens merch has popped up in the Amazon store in the last 6 months or so. We know that most, if not all, of the scripts are written and apparently paid for. Neil announced that the scripts had been ordered by Amazon even before the official announcement of Season 3, and at his last report they were completed to about midway through Episode 4, with Episode 6 being at least mostly complete as well. David Tennant has read the end and reportedly thinks it will be a good ending, and some producers were fond enough of one of the middle episodes that Neil was gushing over their positive reactions. All of this was reported in May and early June, so it's likely the scripts are in some nearly complete state at this time. We also know that the Wickborough Street sets from Season 2 remain standing, and Michael Sheen and David Tennant have both been contracted for Season 3, in addition to an as-yet unnamed director. I think pre-production has almost certainly already begun. It was announced that filming would begin in January of 2025, and that's a little less than 4 months from now. Things like costumes and further sets need at least a few months to get ready. Other cast members need to be auditioned and hired, and further locations for filming would need to be scouted and booked. All of this is to say, Amazon has probably already sunk a lot of money into Season 3. Many of the cast and crew have been involved in the show since the beginning, including executive producer Rob Wilkinson, who used to be Terry Pratchett's assistant and is now in charge of Terry Pratchett's literary estate. A not unmeaningful connection. Rob was on set for much of Season 2, including being one of the few crew members on the set during the filming of The Kiss. Some producers really just invest from afar, but Rob seems much more involved than that. All of this is to say that personally, if Neil is removed as showrunner, I still have very high hopes for Season 3. As I said in my prior video, Good Omens is so much more than Neil. He did know what Terry and he had intended for the final chapter, and he has written the scripts, but David and Michael are Crowley and Aziraphale. One of the best minisodes of Season 2, A Companion to Owls, was written by John Finmore. My point being, there are many creatives involved, and all of them seem to get Good Omens. Finally, I'd like to say, there are a lot of rumors flying around today, and I'd just be wary of those rumors and wait for official word or reporting from reputable news sites before we get ourselves too worked up. So that's all of the news and my related speculation as of today. We will be keeping our eye out for any further developments in this story and reporting on them as soon as they are released. But for now, don't lose hope. Paused really isn't canceled, and there are so many talented people involved in this show. Let's keep all of our fingers and toes crossed that we will still get to see how the story about our favorite angel and demon ends. Thank you to Ace Reporter Joe Madge, all of the wonderful volunteer admins and mods, and all of the members of our Discord discussion server. If you would like to join an active group of fans to discuss this news and your love of the show in general, as well as meet some of the most wonderful folks out there, check out the link in the description below. In addition, thank you to all of my wonderful patrons who've been so patient with me over this summer while I work on ramping my content back up for fall. As always, to you, the viewer, who are the reason for this channel, thanks for watching.